never get your head in and my head in. It's really odd. You always dip out of shot right at the end.
Hi everybody, good evening, guten Tag. No, it's good morning. Good evening.
Finkelhechensblend.
Even horen is near.
Starkens.
That's from
Vlekens, dat haken slekens.
In Eichenhof is
Hath verlissen, stekens, vlekens.
Did you ever used to pretend that you could speak another language when you were a kid?
I used to pretend I could speak a different language.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, but not a language that existed. I'd speak my own language.
Oh, your own language.
Do that again. I'm going to put my finger in your mouth.
Yeah, me and Dina had a language called the Salas.
Oh yes, I remember. It doesn't make any sense though. The Sala. Were you the Salas?
Yeah, we were both Salas.
Were you a Sala?
I was a
Is
Sala.
it like Sawalha but Sala?
Salas. Just
Salas.
grown-ups. Just make grown-ups.
Can speak for. Don't understand. Sometimes.
So the question of the day is,
I don't
how
understand.
are you feeling? Can be anything. How are you feeling?
How are you actually
What are you
feeling?
angry about?
Evening, Jenny Ward, Sue Robinson, McDonald's Farmer, Marcia Toms, Cara Blair, Susie Bulmer.
Good evening, everybody. Lots of evenings. Good evening, good evening, good evening. What's pissing you off?
Oh look, someone found an Adderley China tea set. Where did you find it?
Oh, wow. Did you?
But guess what? Look, Bex Morris. I found an Adderley China tea set at my nan's.
Oh, did you?
That's
so cool.
If it's got a little old galley ship in blue printed on the bottom, it's the oldest and the most valuable. If it's Royal Adderley, that was just the moment we were a little bit royal. We weren't really. We were brought up by Royal Dalton. Hi, everyone. My evening has been an odd evening because I have never got as upset as I got tonight with normal people watching a TV drama.
It was like he was watching The Champ again. It was like I was back in the 80s and he was watching Champ.
I've never been rendered as unable to stop crying by a TV drama as I was by Connell's moment in therapy.
So tell us, guys, what film got you crying the most? What's your earliest memory? Mine was The Champ. I was in bits with The Champ. Me and my sisters, we went to see it. And it was so heartbreaking. Oh my God.
A film that made you cry.
Really sobbing in the cinema.
Can't think of one.
Really?
No, not sobbing.
Oh yeah, proper.
Oh yeah, no,
Sorry,
of course I can fucking remember one. A Star Is Born.
Oh yeah.
Absolute succurating
Tears of
mess.
Endearment. Oh my God, that was an absolute corker for it. Tears of Endearment.
Cinema Paradiso. I cried
I
at
love that film.
The Colour Purple. Funny you should say that, Lorna. Nanny Di sobbed so uncontrollably in The Colour Purple, I had to move 4 rows away from her. I was so embarrassed.
I loved the book so much and I cried my eyes out in it. And when the film came along, I was so pissed off because it wasn't as good as the book.
Stand By Me is a good one.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Xander Gibbs, Kramer versus E.T.
God.
I cried at E.T. when I was 10.
I cried
Did you?
at
You
E.T.
cried at an extraterrestrial?
Yeah, I did.
Did
I
you?
loved E.T.
Did you? God. Marley and Me, Beaches, Moonstruck. Is that the one with Cher?
Film, yeah.
Michelle will kill me for this, but I've
Beaches.
never been a fan of Cher.
Beaches was so sad. Bambi.
Didn't you? I tell you what, can I show you a really odd one that I shed a tear at?
What?
Joker.
Yeah.
That made me cry.
I don't think that's odd. It was really
and
sad.
Rocky. Do you remember the bit
Yeah,
when
Rocky
he
was
when he
sad.
was calling out her name?
I cried in Rocky.
Yeah, I cried in Rocky,
What
man.
was her name?
No! Sarah, maybe. What was her name? What does he call out in Rocky?
Go tell us now.
Yeah, come on, someone will know.
I love
Budgie.
this
It
game.
wasn't Budgie.
It wasn't Budgie.
That was probably the name of the film.
I love
Joker
this
was
game.
intense. What was her name? What did he call out?
Adrienne!
Adrienne,
It
yes,
was.
Judy, well done.
Do you remember the opening scene in that where the pregnant woman gets beaten up by her husband, his sister? She's really pregnant, like
You thinking of
popped up.
Raging Bull?
I'm thinking of Raging Bull. Do you
It's
remember that when she
awful.
gets beaten
Awful.
up? But she screams and shouts.
Jake-
That's so like, I can't believe you never read the Elena Ferrante novels.
No,
Oh my God, that scene in Raging Bull is so much of what the Elena Ferrante novels are like.
Is it?
That is the absolute tone.
I just want to mention Jake Danat's suggestion of Boy in the Striped Pajamas, because Maddie said that was the first film she ever cried at.
Yeah.
She thought he was genuinely going into the showers, bless her.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. But yeah, that's very moving. I tell you a film everyone needs to watch if you haven't watched it, Son of Saul. I'm going to be putting it on. Go to the Popcorn Junkies.
I'd like to watch that.
Go to the Popcorn Junkies, Son of Saul. Now, it sounds like a grim watch, but it's so brilliantly done, and it's a camera brilliantly shot that sort of, you know when you get almost that sort of locked on someone?
Yeah.
And it's a man walking through the process of going into a concentration camp and trying to keep himself alive.
Don't.
No, but it's done. I mean, it's really hard to express. There's very little dialogue in it, but Son of Saul, I think it won Best Foreign Picture.
That.
No, it's phenomenal.
It might be, but I don't want to watch it.
That made me cry.
Okay, right. So
What's
now
making you
we're
cry
going
at
to
the
go back to
moment?
the first question that we asked you is, what is really pissing you off?
Okay, well, why don't we ask, what's making you cry about coronavirus? What are you crying about right now? Is there something about...
The thought of Cummings getting away with it.
But is he going to get away with it?
Yeah.
I know, but the Durham police are reinvestigating or something, aren't they? Apparently.
He's going to get away with it.
He's going to get away with it.
But the long-term damage to the government is undeniable.
Yeah, it's hemorrhaging confidence, isn't it? It's hemorrhaging trust. It's hemorrhaging everything, really. Self-worth, self-esteem, missing family. Yeah.
Professor Carol Sikora was on this today, said, the deaths are down, it's looking good in Europe, everywhere. We do need to just tread very carefully out of lockdown. We mustn't hurt ourselves on the way down the mountain. He said, but still, again, no mention of when we get to see family and friends.
No.
And it's just like, no mention. Now, I'm sorry, if you can go to a shop, if you can go to a market, if you can go to... Why can't you see your friends in the open air as well?
Well,
in your garden.
One of the things I said to Nanny Di on the phone today was, do you think they're going to actually make an announcement? Are we going to get a moment where we know, for example, that you can hug your mum and dad again? We're in a situation now where we don't know whether we can hug our elderly.
What I think will happen is we will get to a stage where they get an antibody test that we know that is reliable.
Right.
And then you'll know if you've had it and you've got the antibodies, you're not going to give it to them.
So, and at that point, it's carte blanche.
Then I would hug.
Do you think at that point people are going to go hugging everyone?
But I wouldn't hug my parents till I knew that. But the thing is, my parents could have it and not know it.
Yeah. Can I ask a question, guys? When...
You can't, Anne Davis, you can't see your family in the garden. People can't see their families in the garden.
No, you can't. Not yet. Not until the
Luckily, I live next door
not
to
until
my
the
parents.
garden
I feel so
parties
sorry
start.
for the people that haven't got their parents living next door.
Not until the garden parties start. Can I just ask a question? Do people think Nadia had a very funny meme about this that she was going to post? Do you think when they get to a point where we know that we can hug and everything, do you think everyone's going to be? Do you think there's going to be a mass sort of hug-in fest orgy type thing going on? Do you think everyone's just going to be really like, come over here and give me a hug? Do you think people are going to be like that? Do you think they're going to get overboard?
I don't know, because I don't think there's going to be a defining moment. I think we're just going to leak back.
Guys, do you think we're going to become as decadent as the Romans, feeding each other grapes, hugging each other like just in the street?
Orgies and wine.
Orgies and wine. Feeding each other grapes and pouring wine down our nostrils. Xander was really... No, everyone says. I could shut me up. Okay, I was running with my Roman fantasy there. Xander Gibbs said he found it vaguely disgusting the way you played with my nipples the other morning.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. I didn't know. No, we'll be too scared. Yes. Oh, a few people saying yes. Yeah. I'm sick of washing my food, Sharon.
I
I know what you mean.
The last shot we got, guys, big news here, I didn't wash it.
Kara Sempleson says, no, people will be afraid and worried it will never go back to normal. Why? What's your normal? Roman orgies? I think everyone is in a rush to hug. I do think what's his name? The woman's name? Carol Sikora? What's his name?
Professor Carol Sikora.
Yeah, Professor Carroll. I think he's absolutely right. I mean, I do think we need to. They will need to talk about it. They might have to talk about something very alien to a lot of these politicians, which is human warmth and compassion. They might actually have to acknowledge that people really in this country, all we want to do is hug the people we love. They might need to formulate a policy on that.
To be fair to the government, to say hug your elderly is to say that you're going to kill them.
Right.
They have to. There's no way out of that, and that's not their fault. But I do think they've got to keep acknowledging it. They've got to keep saying, we know it's really hard, you're not seeing your family, you're not seeing your friends, you're not seeing... We are moving toward... But there's no acknowledgement of it. And I think, as with anything, people want their feelings validated.
I'm going to ask a killer question, guys, because I love it when you just go... Okay? We won't tell on anyone, and we won't name anyone. Can you say yes or no if you've had...
People be too scared to hug.
Can you say yes or no if you've had a crafty hug when you know you shouldn't have done with someone you love? Come on.
Marie Jackson, I'll be kissing strangers in lockdown.
Yes or no? No. Oh, yeah, look, no crafty hugs.
I'll be kissing strangers after lockdown.
A big majority of no's, which accounts for the fact that Dominic Cummings is a twat!
I haven't hugged anyone because I'm just too scared. Not because I've got this idea that the rules are I can't, because I...
Look at that, nose everywhere.
The rules are being
nose
broken.
coming in left, right and centre. Oh, look, Shelley Tuoy. Yes, but it was an accident.
Oh.
That's sweet, because I know what you mean. I went in on
No, but I haven't, only because I've been too scared, not because I think, oh, I can't, because I've told I can't hug anyone, because... I think at some point people have to make their own decisions. I wish they'd let us be a bit more like Sweden, where they said, this is the information, make your own decisions.
Do you?
I think now we're just being nannied too much, especially when the government are running around doing whatever they like.
Yeah, I agree with you. Does anyone know what's on my T-shirt? What is that? Come on, y'all, guess. If you can guess from that. Nadia's not been able to answer that for years. Mark, can you please say hi to my husband, Danny? He's listening from the kitchen. Danny. Susan Norton's Danny. Make yourself a nice sweet cup of tea. Get some digestives. And I'll have one too. Jake, Dana, am I the only one wanting to return to normal life but torn because all my friends want to?
Not wanting to.
Am I the only one not wanting to return to normal life but torn because all my friends want to? No, I don't think you are.
No, loads of people are like that, Jake.
I think even
I'm nervous about it.
Yeah.
Because I do quite like the pressure of not having to go out.
But I think even if people aren't entirely feeling it as much as you, Jake, I think everyone's feeling it in certain parts of their lives. So, for example, I think the vast majority of people, obviously people who aren't earning and can't work from home and all that sort of stuff, they need to earn and all that kind of stuff. But I think the thing that people are missing most are the enjoyable elements of life. My worry, if I have a genuine worry for the nation, is that the government are going to be able to make us all work again, but they're not going to be able to make us all enjoy life again. I mean, I do worry about that.
Well, that is what Boris has been overheard saying, isn't it?
What?
It's relatively easy to get people to stay in. It's going to be a lot harder to get people to come out.
Yeah, but I did worry that, we're going to find ways to make people get to work. We need to put as much energy into finding ways to get families back together, if you know what I mean, safely.
I think the thing is, to have achieved what they've achieved, which is to get everybody to stay in for 3 months, right? To not see their families, to not see their friends, to all of what they've got people to do. You have to use enormous levels of fear to get people to completely change their lives.
Yeah.
So it is not going to just be a case of, oh, now you don't have to be frightened, as we can see from the schools. Because people are going, no, we don't want to go back. Oh, you haven't let us feel yet why it's not scary. And I get it, I understand it.
Why are people saying random animal names like wolf, panda? Oh, because I asked you about my T-shirt. I was thinking, what's going on?
Ask?
I asked what is on my T-shirt. Sorry, now I thought I'd gone back. Janice Muir on the money. It's a brown bear.
Brown
It's not
bear.
a grizzly bear. I've put my hand in the mouth of a grizzly bear.
You've told them that.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
No.
I've never told them that. I've told them that I've hunted bear for conservation. I didn't say I climbed into a bear trap and put my hand in one's mouth, because I've not really told you that.
You haven't.
I haven't told you.
Darling, you have not.
Have
put
I
your
told you
hand
that I've put my hand in a
grizzly
bear?
bear's mouth? Stop it.
I have.
Mark.
It was sedated.
Mark.
It was sedated.
Mark.
Why are you making out like I'm making it
Because
up?
there's no way you wouldn't have bloody told me if you put your hand
Hang
in
on
a
a
grizzly
minute.
bear's.
I climbed into a bear trap in Montana.
This is getting
The bear,
worse by
the
the
bear
second.
was sedated because we'd hit it because it had gone into a bear trap, so we sedated it, climbed in, pulled it out, and put my hand in it. You've seen the photo of me with the bear on the floor. Hand in mouth. There you go. Anyway, this is a brown bear. It's not a grizzly bear. Brown bear in the ring.
I don't think it looks like a bear at all. Sorry. It looks like a fly.
It is a bear.
Oh yeah, I've just seen it there. Yeah, no, it does.
Yes, it is a bear.
Or it looks like a roaring walrus.
Yes, I did actually, Leah Rex. Yes, I
Looks
did.
like
For
a
National
walrus.
Geographic. Can I just say something else? I think this whole crisis could be sorted out with one simple thing if the Chinese do it.
What?
Give every other country in the world a panda and we'll all shut up. Honestly, give us a panda, let us stroke it, get a few photos with it, and we'll be like, oh, that's all right. You can eat bats again.
Babe, you're being a toss.
What?
What are you talking
The Chinese can eat bats if we're allowed to have a
about?
panda.
You've lost your mind.
It's all right for you kicking back there. You're all right.
Stop talking about pandas and bats.
I like pandas. Have you seen
You
a
all
baby?
like bloody pandas.
Have you seen a baby panda?
We have.
No, when it
Remember?
first comes out, how tiny it is.
Oh yeah, they're horrible. When
Horrible
they're first
little
born.
things, yeah. And have you seen kangaroo babies?
They're really.
There's total
tiny.
storm addict there. Have you got a kangaroo near you at the moment? They come out as little maggots and they crawl up and outside the belly into the pouch.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy. They're the
Yeah.
most extraordinary creatures.
Yeah. Rachel Elizabeth wants to cuddle a panda.
Oh,
Did you know that baby koalas, Kiki was learning about koalas the other day. Did you know that baby koalas eat their mum's poo?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
And they drink by licking droplets of dew off the tree.
Oh, isn't that cute? Much
Tiny
nicer than
little
eating your mum's
droplets.
poo.
Hi Elizabeth Gordon, how are you? Hi Claire Smiley, hello Alexandra Supertrump. Hello Jerry B, Sally Connolly, Jessica Woodstock, Lucy Rose. Oh, thank you Jessica. She's lovely, Donna, isn't she?
Ashley Gardner, I go back on the 10th. I'm worried, but I can't bleed in weight. Pissed off with my employer for not supplying her with protection, supplying myself. Ashley, I reckon you should get yourself a full suit of armour and you should clank your way into work and go, is this good enough PPE? I'd like a suit of armour, Ned. Did anyone boo for Boris? Apparently it was at 8 o'clock.
Did anyone do it?
I didn't hear anything, did you?
No.
There was a sort of strange smell of bad breath though, so maybe everyone was going to boo.
El Ducker, Mark, I'm a teacher in primary school. I'm a single parent and don't want my son to go. Oh, what do I do? It's so
You're a
hard,
teacher
isn't
in a
it?
primary school, you're a single parent and you don't want your son to go in, what do I do? Well, this is the big crisis, isn't it? What do you do now that the government has essentially said you've got to? It is down to the discretion of the schools, isn't it?
Scotland aren't doing it. Scotland, they're not going back until the new term, Scotland.
I mean, are we slightly heading towards a precipice of whether schools will open or not?
No, Boris says they are opening. In
No, I know, but a lot of them aren't.
Well, a lot of councils are refusing, aren't they?
Yeah. If you could have any pet, any exotic pet, a la Tiger Joe. What's his name? Tiger King? Tiger King. Joe Exotic. What exotic animal would you have?
If they didn't bite,
No, even if they bite.
baby leopard.
Oh, look, Shelley Moss said a penguin. That's cute. The penguins are so
I love
cute.
penguins.
Did you know in New York Zoo, in Central Park Zoo, they had gay penguins? Did you know that?
Yeah.
They were
And
actually
they stay
gay. Yeah.
with each other their whole lives, don't they? And swans. Swans are never unfaithful. That's incredible.
That's amazing. Beverly Panet Fox. You're not a family member, but on our Sunday show, Maddie showed us a meme of the most remarkable foxes, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like they were standing,
it
they were
freaked me
giggling.
out.
They were like.
Who saw
Giggling
that on the No
girls.
Name Sunday show on
quite
Sunday?
something.
Did you? I was completely freaked out by that meme.
Kyra Litton. An otter.
Oh,
I've
otters.
touched an otter's fingers. They're like little rubbery
I would like
fingers.
to touch the fingers.
No, they're so sweet. They're so sweet, and they juggle pebbles.
I miss my tortoise.
Did you have a tortoise? What was your tortoise called?
I can't remember.
God, you didn't love him that much then, did you? You don't remember your tortoise's
What was
name?
my tortoise's name?
It'd be something about how fast it was. Was it Speedy Gonzales?
I think it might have been.
Or Roadrunner? That's what I'd call my
I
tortoise.
think it was called Roadrunner. Funny that I don't remember my tortoise's name.
Lobsters? Did someone say... That's one of the oddest ones.
Lobsters.
Did you know koalas have chlamydia? Antonia Schwartz? No, I didn't. Elizabeth Gordon, otters. Josh Pittard, a horse.
Holly, that does not sound selfish that you want to hug your boyfriend. Come on.
There's
Holly's
nothing
finding it difficult
selfish.
because being in the house with her mum and dad and seeing them hugging makes her want to hug her
Aw.
boyfriend.
Margaret Connery would like a raccoon. I love raccoons since Rocket
I like
Raccoon.
to look at them from afar. I wouldn't want them in the house.
Susan Norton, alpaca. I had quite an indecent conversation and exchange with an alpaca whilst in, where was I? Chile. Was it Chile? Yeah, Chile. It just spat at me. It was horrible.
Sloth, says Jeannie.
Sloth, they're so
Dolphin,
sweet.
says Carol Yilmaz.
Oh,
Dolphin.
baby red panda and baby black panda. Oh, meerkats. Baby meerkats are cute. Chimp. Chimp would be cool. Nanny Di's a bit of a chimp. A wolf. I filmed with wolves. You know, actual wolves are enormous. No, what? What are you laughing at? I've done a lot of
You're just
bloody-
like a stream of consciousness tonight.
I like wolves. I like wolves. I've eaten crocodile. Someone just said crocodile. I had smoked crocodile once.
In Australia, was it? I can't remember now.
Where the hell was it? Yeah, it was somewhere. I've eaten rib cage of a kangaroo. Xander, Nadia was in Clockwise. Tell the story of Clockwise. This is such a good story
What story?
about when I went to the cinemas.
Oh. Yeah, when Mark was a kid,
I was 11,
he was 11, so I would have been 16.
17, 16,
No, I wasn't
17.
17 when
well,
I
then I
did
must have been
Clockwise.
younger, 10, 9 or
I
10.
definitely wasn't that. I must have been 15, 16. And I had a tiny part. It was my first
Welcome,
job
Monica
ever
Pollard.
to the family guest. Welcome. My first job ever. And I was in this film for about 2 minutes. And Mark went to see the film when he was about 8.
Must have been 8 or 9.
And he
yeah.
said to his nan,
Said to my
"I
nan, who'd
fancy
taken
that
me.
girl."
She said, "What did you think of that?" I said, "I really liked the punk who was kissing the guy." Was she in a photo booth?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a photo booth.
How do you remember
I
that?
vividly remember because John Cleese runs through the concourse and he looks at you, double
We're
takes.
the reason that he misses his
Yeah,
train.
exactly. And you're standing there just looking all that. And I remember thinking, God, blimey, who'd have thought that?
The makeup is just, I look ridiculous. It was so like Maddie. Somebody sent me the photo of it the other day. I've got it on my phone. I'll show you guys.
I had dreams
Worst
about
punk
her.
outfit you've ever seen in your life.
I had dreams about her. Seriously, isn't that bizarre? And then when we met, true story, I swear to God's truth, true story, there was something about her that I immediately, of course I didn't think about her, I didn't follow who she was, I didn't know who Nadia Sawalha was when I worked with her, I thought she was a sister, I didn't know who she was. And then found out she was in that and I was like, flipping heck, you played the girl I fancied. Isn't that weird? That you had hair like
But you don't
that?
fancy me now.
Not really.
Don't I look like Maddie though?
God.
This is Maddie.
I don't remember you looking quite so like
That's
a
a
wig.
bad shot though. Look, you can see my hair.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Very Rocky Horror. It's bizarre.
How much is that like Maddie?
I know, but that sounds weird because then I fancied you when I was 9.
Yeah, but that's
weird.
This is not weird.
Isn't that weird though? What a strange connection. I remember even the walk back from the cinema to the car park to meet my granddad to pick us up as I said it to my nan.
So bizarre.
And then my
So bizarre.
my nan became probably Nadia's biggest ever fan, ever. To the point that when we used to visit Nanny Thelma, you'll have seen years ago, probably anyone who's followed us for years, that to the point that when we used to visit her, she'd say, "You wouldn't mind going back to London because I'd much rather see you on the telly."
Yeah. I said, but I'm here. She goes,
But you-
do you mind? I prefer to see you on
I'd
the
much
television
rather see you off the
than have you
telly.
here in my house.
Yeah, and we're like, "But you can have her in the flesh." I said, "Nan, you've got her in HD here." She's like, no, I'd much rather have her on the telly in my room.
Yeah.
Bless her. Anyway, That was fun. Animals, bears.
Are you okay?
I've woken up.
God.
I want to talk about animals.
It's like being with a 5-year-old.
I want to talk about the manatee that I filmed with, which you can find the clip online, which we shot in Miami, where Ruth England, the presenter, she was standing in the foreground doing a piece to camera, and we'd found a dead, bloated manatee. You know, the kind of mammal, it's like a whale, but not very interesting. And it had died, and we took it into the surgery. And as I said to her, right, I want you to deliver your piece of camera, and whilst you're talking, they're going to cut into the dead body, which was bloated, of the manatee. And as they cut into it, the internal pressure of the rotting guts made the heart fly around the room so much that Ruth England had to duck and hit everything in there. If you go online and put exploding manatee heart, you'll find it.
Karen Gogarty, welcome to the family guest. I'm
It's not
so
an interactive
sorry.
screen. Monica
if you're
Pollard,
complete-
Karen Gogarty.
I'm so sorry for Mark this evening.
Yawn, yawn, Mark. Someone just said yawn. It's not very nice. Who said that? Don't laugh.
Yes,
Tracy from Cornwall. I don't like Cornwall anymore. I caught a shot, on that note, I caught a shark off the coast of Cornwall. I better go.
What is he on? Jesus Christ.
It's this sky nature thing. I'm thinking of every single interaction I've had with animals. All right.
Night,
Night,
guys.
guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Did I tell you about the time I actually...
Mark,
No, I found
shut
a
the
seahorse
fuck
in my
up.
pan.